Hello, Merry Christmas, and thank you for visiting ChristyLovesArt.com. Today I wanted to make my first blog slash YouTube video about some brand new cutting dies and some that I've had a little while. But any dies that I'm going to show you today, okay, and I'm going to show you quite a few, and I'm going to show you the paper and the actual cutting, okay, and any dies that I use, I'm not going to tell you the manufacturer company who designs them, any of that, but I will say that they range in price from anywhere from 79 cents all the way up to $30, okay? I will say that. And I have chosen some paper that I've already cut. It's all ready to go, so let's get started. And by the way, I am using the Prizm Spellbinders manual crank. Okay, so another thing I love about this machine, and this is also going to be for the newer people. I don't like to say beginners. I always feel like that's kind of a cut down when I know it's not, and I know you guys aren't, you know, trying to be that way. I just prefer to say the newbies, you know, instead of the beginners. So anyway, when you get this bad boy, you will get a cutting plate, base plate, embossing plate, and a rubber shim, okay? Now, let me say, I learned by the experience myself that if you don't use these, like, I mean, it's super easy, but if you don't use them properly, you will get your paper hung up in your roller, you won't be able to get it out, and you'll get stuff like this, and you totally wreck and break your machine. I only found it because I go to my other place by my ma's whenever I can. I do not like to leave my home for any reason, so when I travel, it's pretty horrific. Have you ever heard of panic attacks? Okay, is that enough? So anyway, you have to make sure that your paper is not extending too far out in the front here or any on the sides, because not only is there one big roller in here, there's two small ones on the sides, and if you get that hung up in those, you're out of luck, buttercup. Pretty much that's it. Okay, so let's start. I'm trying to think if I forgot anything. Oh, this little darling right here, you wait and see how this operates. I am either going to have to return this or something because my needle for getting the dies out, it's in here, but it doesn't go onto here. So listen, everybody makes mistakes. Nobody's perfect. These things are manufactured in other countries, and I get it. So no biggie. I'm just telling you guys, that's why I'm not using it. Okay, so let's get to our base plate and our cutting, our fun stuff. I'm going to be using dies that you probably might not have seen, only because I really seek out different, just more of different stuff, and I hem and haw, and I look all around. So yeah, it's very possible you might see one that is you've never seen before. Oh my goodness, it is a blizzarding outside. It sure is. But I knew we were going to get a snowstorm anyway. We're supposed to get a lot of snow, so it's really the first major snow of the season. At my other place with my ma, it doesn't really snow there. So I always look forward to that when I have to travel. My mother's probably the only person I would travel for, period. So Alright, let's get started. And I'm going to start with some bad boy cardstock right here. Okay, this is some mean cardstock. By that, I mean it is very high quality cardstock. You can hear that it is quite thick. Okay, I haven't even tried this cardstock in here. I'm not even sure if it will take it as far as the dye with the paper. I might have to try to come up with a different shim or something, but I thought, we'll try it. Okay, so all I'm going to do with this one, you have to place your cutting part up and then your design that you want it to be down. So up and down, up and down. And you just put that sucker on top, but I'm going to flip that over. Cutting pads are so... I think I bought like, oh my goodness, I think I bought 6 sets about 3 weeks ago because they were $1.99, and just couldn't resist that. Alright, I did one pass. Alright, I did one little stinking pass. Let's see what we got. Did I need to do 2? Looks that way. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I might have needed to do 2. However, let's make sure. Okay, no big deal. I needed to do 2, but isn't that freaking gorgeous? That is so gorge. Look at that. I have got to run that through again and get it to do the right thing. It's just beautiful paper. And for the newer people, don't throw these pieces out. Don't. This, look at that. That fits basically right there. I mean, in a perfect world, which I know I'm not in a perfect world. Or you can put words, sentiments. I mean, there's all kind of things. If it's better for you, if you have the time and you want to be a little more organized, just cut that off and you know that you have some glitter paper for some, you know, that's much better, I think, than the longer piece. Okay, let's move along. Oh, I'm excited to share. Alright, so I think I just need to do 2 passes on this. See what I'm saying here? If I put this in there, it will get hung up in that roller and it will completely destroy it. I was blessed enough that I took it back to the place where I did receive it. I go shopping once a year, one time a year. I save up a lot of my money through the year because I'm on a fixed income because of an illness that I have right now, but these things do pass. And if I was to run this through there, it would destroy the machine. I just want to say that again, because this is what happened from my mistake. They let me keep my cutting plates. They were very kind to me. Alright, so I'm just going to grab a pair of scissors, and I'm just going to kind of lift that a little bit off of the platform, and I'm just going to cut that extra off. It is so easy to work with this machine, okay? This manual machine, alright? So we're up and down, remember? Up and down. And then we're just going to do that. And usually you can push it a little and to get it started. And we're going to run it through twice. And I'm telling you, it's practically effortless. It also has a suction cup on the bottom, but it's got to be on like a really flat, slickish kind of surface. Something like, I'll do it 3 times, something like this right here and this right here. But see, my problem is it's got a valley in the middle of it, and that would really mess me up. So that's no good. Okay, woo! Got a runner. Alright, let's see what we got going on here. Yep, I think that did it. Now, let's hope it did it anyway. It's certainly not the machine's fault if it did not. But, check this out. This tool is remarkable. Whoever thought of this at Spellbinders was thinking. Okay, they were really thinking. And then you just take it, and then you just run over it some, and yeah, perfect. They just come right out of it there. And I kind of feel like if you don't have the patience to just sit here for, you know, 2 or 3 minutes and pick these out, I don't know, I just, whatever. So, open mouth, insert foot is what I do. I have no filter. 0 filter, no filter. Okay, so I loosen those up. Let me grab one of these. Since I don't got that going for me there. Okay. Now, here's another thing, okay? The way I cut the die, the paper's down and the pressure is coming up this way. Okay? So when I take these out, I really want to flip it over and try to push them out that way. Alright? I can see a few of them might be a little ornery, like that one is a little ornery, but it's still cut. Okay? Oh yeah, it's still cut. And this is going to go a lot quicker once we move past the glitter paper, but this is a very, very heavyweight glitter paper. I'm going to say it's well over 140, okay? That is for sure. It's well over 140. As you can see, because of the way it's tearing, you can see how thick it is. Because if it was tearing like that with possibly a lighter cardstock, it would just tear it right in half. Okay? Yeah. But yeah, we're gonna move past the glitter ones real soon. I do know that there's a lot of people, myself included, that is just crazy over glitter products. But anyway, you can see as I just pull each one, you can see how thick that cardstock is, because there is the inside of the paper. Okay. And okay, so I wanted to get the whole thing done, but for time's sake, I'm going to see what's going on here and probably move along. No, it's coming. Oh, it's coming good, coming good. Just wanted to give it a fair shot, because if I had done it probably 2 or 3 more times, it would have definitely done this glitter paper. Okay, but you see how beautiful it is, just the way it is. It's just so gorge. All right, so let's speed ahead. Let's speed ahead. Okay, so I'm just gonna throw that one in the trash. Trying to do some that I'm actually going to use. So that is the feather, and I got these from one of 3 places. okay? Because I don't want to be putting down other people's product. Whether I like it or not, I can have an opinion, but I don't want to be mean about it, okay? And so any of the ones that don't work, you know, very well, or, you know, whatever my opinion is, it's my opinion. So it's either going to be an eBay sale, something like that, or overseas. And yes, there are some in here that are the biggest names in die cutting. I don't have it like that. I get $800 a month, okay? And what I do through the year is I will just save dollars and coins and just whatever I can save, and then I'll treat myself at the end of the year by going to someplace live, you know, like a brick and mortar store. And that's the only time. Otherwise, it's online. So, okay. Okay. So let's move ahead. Okay. You know what I will do, though, because I think that that's only fair? I will say if it came from either AliExpress or eBay. But other than that, I'm not going to give any, names. Alright, so we're going to shoot ahead now. Okay. Now the cardstock I'm using is Walmart Color Book. This cardstock is just as good as any other, depending on what you're doing with it. Okay? Isn't that so freaking cute? Will he fit through here? No, I gotta use my big kick, but I'm not gonna get that out right now. Okay, let's move along. We got our base plate up, down, and just put it on top. And you want to flip it back and forth when you see if it's getting bending. That's why I have so many sets. My other sets are at my other place. And so I have, like, I think a few, very few with me. So, okay. And I'm sure that's good. Oh, this is just so cute. So cute. Oh, yeah. Perfect. I mean, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? I mean, just the precision of it is just gorge. So, we'll just pop these out real quick. And then we'll pop the die out of the paper. Oh, I need a smaller one, don't I? Sure I do. Okay. Sometimes, if you give it a thump, it'll come out. But of course not now. You grab a small one so I don't have to do this anymore. That's irritating. And I know it's so entertaining to watch a blank screen. I'm sorry, you guys. I apologize. I thought I had everything ahead of me that I needed, but that's always the case. You never, ever do. Here we go. Okay. Now I do. So we're just going to pop this out. And there is our garden. There's our garden. Check it. Check that out. Look at that precision. That is beautiful. That is so gorge. That is just beautiful. Okay, let's move it along. And yes, I've got some Christmas ones in here. I've got all kinds of goodies in here. Oh my goodness, it is really, really coming down out there with the snow. Okay, so we got our base plate. They put the letter there for you. And we'll go with this one. This one's really detailed. And the last one, the angel wing, yes, the angel wing was eBay, I believe, and this one is AliExpress. And any that I have purchased, you know, I don't go around trying to plagiarize or use plagiarized items. But if you see one that is a knockoff, I don't need you to point it out for me. The odds are I probably didn't know about it, but even if I did, you know, I'm still going to use it. And anyone who says they're not is lying. All right, period. So, and you want to hear some creaking and a little bit of noise. That's a good thing. Okay, that is a good thing. And then you can just pretty much pull it out. But this is so detailed and so incredible. Look at that. Look at that. I'm just, every time I use it, I get more and more mesmerized. I really do. And then this is definitely where we would take our tool here, and it's going to get all of those little bits out. And when I'm using a intricate die like this, what I'll usually do is go like one way, like this, and that's usually good enough to loosen them up, okay? Usually. But again, you know, I'm on camera, and things are, you know, bound to not be perfect. And then you can flick them. That one's gone, and those are all out. Check that out. Oh, got one there. See, gotta have a naughty one, don't we? This one hung on just a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay. But, I mean, look at that. That is just so, so awesome. Alright. And that one, yes, that's right, that one came from the AliExpress. Okay, now I'm going to do a few at one time. Let's get our base plate. And I got, this one is eBay, I believe. And this one is not, okay? Let me just say that. This is one of my very expensive ones, and unless I totally dig and love a die, I will not pay what I paid for this, I tell you that. But I didn't have much of a choice because I was looking for specific. Yes, I was. Okay. You can pick these up at Michael's or, you know, any brick and mortar place like that, and you use your 40% off coupon, and it should be somewhere around $7.50, $8. I mean, that's, you know, that's absolutely a winner right there for sure. Okay, I'm going to run this one through twice since I have them. When you have multiples, you do want to run it through twice, maybe 3 times, because if you're still hearing cracking, it's not cut yet, okay? But then you can always take it once it gets a little farther, and it'll pull out for you, usually. Okay. Oh, yeah. Oh yeah, that is just super. So here we got our perfume bottle. Move this. That's so cute. We got our perfume bottle, and over here we got our poppies. And look at that. This die was well worth the money. I will say that. It is expensive, but it was well worth the money in its precision and likeness of that. So, let me see here. Get that sucker out. Don't be difficult. Okay. And then it just lifts right out of there. Look at that. That is just bomb diggity. And then of course you still have your, you can use these or not, you know, but you still have this option here. And look at how easy they fall out of there. You just push on it. Got that one. And this one. Let's see. Okay, and they're out. Alright, and you probably shouldn't do that to a $15 die, but I did. Whatever. Alright, so we'll put these aside. Just look at the detail. Look at that. You can even see the little cut in the perfume bottle. So this one came from eBay, I believe, and this one did not. I had to specially get that one. Okay. Hold on 1 second. I have my heat way too high. The sun just rose. So I gotta take care of that real quick. I had it super turned up because it was like 3 or 4 degrees last night. So, alright, get a little of that in here. Woo! I got warm all of a sudden. Okay. Alright. And just real quick, I'm going to show these in another video, but I just want to make sure that they get out there to be at least seen during the holiday season, because I don't know what I'm doing next. But I got this set in the Papercraft, is it the Scrapbooking and Papercraft? You know what? I can't remember, you guys. I do know it's issue 176. It's a UK magazine, and it's their Christmas issue. But I was so excited when I got this. Check it out. Just the cutest little angels. Christmas blessings. You got this beautiful star. Another angel. Peace and joy at Christmas. I've never seen another set like, you know, anything like this. So I was just tickled when I got that. And I got this one. This one came yesterday. Well, actually came while I was gone. But I got it yesterday with my mother. I just thought that font was unbelievable, and just all of the stamps were unbelievable. This came from AliExpress, and then this. Oh, I was like, yeah! And these are high quality, okay? I will be going over all of that at a later time. I don't have time to debate people, nor do I want to. Again, we can agree to disagree and be the best of friends. You know, people can do that. I know it's hard to believe. Okay, so I'm going to grab another piece of paper and we'll do this window. We'll do that window in brown. Yes, we will. Oh, we know what that means. And I should have my trimmer over here, but I don't have the room. I just don't have the room. And it's so quick, and it's just like, wow, you know, because I have a scan and cut, and I've got the big kick, but when you just want to do some die cutting, you know, this, I just couldn't believe it when I bought it. And the only reason that I did buy it was because I was at my place with my ma, and I really wanted a die cutting machine, but I knew I had my big kick, and it's not a big deal to go back and forth with it. So when I saw the price, plus I got a discount on it, it was $39.99, and I was real skeptical about it. And then I finally said, you know what, it's going to be almost 20 bucks. I'll get it. If it sucks, I'll bring it back, whatever. And indeed, I was so joyous over the quality of the machine, of the manual cutter. So, okay. Look at that. That is just so pretty. And how many of these will come out if we flick it? But check it out. You get the idea, you know. You get the idea. You get the idea. Look at that. That is just spectacular detail. And I wish I had time to sit here and really be delicate. But I don't. But isn't that just incredible? And that was eBay. Okay. If I remember the prices on them, I will tell you. As far as the eBay or the AliExpress goes, I will do that. So far, each one I've used has been under $2 so far. Okay. I have expensive and I have not so expensive. What I look for, I look for the absolute best product on the market, and that does not mean the most expensive either. Okay? For the new people, please don't think that means up and down. Please don't think that means the most expensive. Please don't. Because that's just not factual. I've got some products, and you know, I'm just taking off with this, so it's going to be a little bit, but until I get around to some, you know, some stuff. I've got some products that work better. For instance, I've got some pencils. Won't give any names. I paid $27 for a set of 72, and they are bomb diggity. They are creamy, and they are awesome, and they are fabulous. And I will be doing a blog about just so much stuff, and eventually you'll learn what those are. I'm not trying to be, you know, like, oh, I'm not telling you. No, I'm just trying to be fair to the company that I say, you know, whatever I have to say about it. It's not fair for me to sit here and just spew stuff out without at least demonstrating it. I don't think that's appropriate, okay? Look, just, came right up out of there. So did that. Live. And then this is very detailed. When I get ones like this, I will leave it on the die, okay? This one right here, again, I do believe, nope, I'm sorry. This is one of my more expensive one. So, I just want to get this off of here. I just pulled it off of the sheet, and it's sticky. And it's just going to cause a problem if I don't get it off right now. Okay, so what I do when I have a really intricate one, ever since Spellbinders came out with this bad boy, is I'll do it right on the die, okay? I'll just do it right before I pull it off, and then I'll go in one direction if it's long like that, and then I'll pick it up and I'll flick it. And of course, get that sucker out of there. There it is. And most of those should fall right out. Most of them. See, most of them are are falling right out of there. And if I had time to putz with it and sit here, they would be absolutely perfect, okay? But I don't. You get the picture. All right. Let's move on. This one, I do believe, is AliExpress. And we'll use, this is gorgeous. I think this is gorgeous, but I have so much of it. I thought that I would use it now. This is pretty intricate. Now, this isn't as thick as the other that I used at first, the first one with the snowflakes and the glitter. This one is definitely 30% less thick. I have a memory issue. It's medical, and I will think of it eventually. And, you know, that's just, you know, that's just how life is. So, alright, just speed that sucker through, and bring it back. And if I was going to putz around with this, this is what I would be doing, okay, when I cut my dies. I give it a little time, alright, just like in stamping. You don't just hit it on the paper and pick it up. No, you give it a little time, okay? And that's what I would do with some of these, depending on the paper. And again, my die, well, that's not going to matter, but it's still like that. And I'm going to take it like that, and like that. Take it out, pop it out. Oh, that is just, that is breathtaking. Yep. And these are coming out good. Try to get all of them out of this one. I'll use this. Come on, baby. Come on. Yes, if you hear me sniffling, no, I do not use drugs, okay? I smoke weed, but I don't use drugs. And they want to do yet another surgery on me. I'm 45, and I have had more surgeries than most people in, you know, I don't know how many lives, but no, I'm not saying poor's me, I'm just saying, no, no more. The knife stops here, is what I'm saying, okay? Alright. Oh, I've been wanting, some of these I haven't even tried, but I know everything that I have, and even though I have it in plenty, you guys, I don't have it that way. Like I said, everything I have, I've collected, and if it's something that's a little more expensive and I don't have the money for it right away, I will save for what is better. I will do that. Up and down. See, this one, let me do that. Ooh. Spaz, spaz. Okay, put that one away. Here we go. I forgot what I was saying now, but okay. And you know what? I thought about getting an electric one. I really played around with that idea because I had enough this year that I could have treated myself to that. See, I'm an only child, an only niece, and an only grandchild, and I didn't have any kids. And I didn't have a dad in my life. And the only person I have left is my ma. And, so, you know, and I'm not saying poor's me, but I, you know, have to take care of buying my gifts, which, you know, works out pretty good because I never get anything I don't like. But, oh, this one is so intricate, and look at that. It is just coming right out of there. Isn't that something? With that little $39 machine. And there is a brick and mortar store that you can use a coupon for, just so you know, okay? I'm not going to tell you which one, but there is, which makes it around 22 or 20, 23 or 24, something like that. But that is just so intricate and just so bad to the bone. Alright, let's keep going here. And if you leave that in there, I always leave stuff like that in there, and I never have a problem. And I'm a very neat card maker / mixed media person, but I don't have time for that. Now, these have been around for a little bit, okay? Love them. Love them. These are the dies that not only cut, they emboss. I do have a few of them. See, I just started my die collection, I guess it's been maybe a year now. I have a scan and cut, and I love it. Love it, brother. It rocks my world. But sometimes I just don't have time for all that. And that's when I decided to try die cutting. Fell in love with it, and so forth and so on. But I've been collecting what I have, other than the dies, for a very long time. Okay? So don't ever, if the, you know, any newer people, don't compare your stuff to anybody else's, and don't let them do the same to you. That's ridiculous. There's always somebody who has more, or knows more, or whatever the case may be. Always. So don't let anyone do that to you, okay? Alright. Up, down. And now we're going to see the embossing one. And I'm going to look at my plate. Normally I'd be using different ones, so they stay pretty good, but they're so cheap anyway. $1.99, you know, on sale. You can't beat that. So it's curved a little bit here, so I'm going to make sure that I run it through where it will correct that. Okay. These are, I'd never really thought of it. Uh-oh. What's happened here? I don't know why that's doing that. Should just run. Nope. Do not force this machine. I can definitely tell you that. And I don't know why this doesn't want to go. Let's see here. Okay. It's the cross. Doesn't want to do the cross. So let me see what we got happening. And oh, I see. This is what happened. That looks like that's why. So let's take this one off. We've already done that one. And that one. And that didn't emboss all that well. Okay. Could be the using multiple ones. But you get the picture. I'm not going to sit and futz with that. That one was kind of a let me see if that was the issue here. Base plate. My least favorite color in the whole world is a shade of green. Oh, I see what's happened. Sure I do. Oh, look at that. Well, how did that happen? That had to put that much pressure on it to bend that, because that wasn't that way. Well, isn't that interesting? Huh, okay. Well, I'll turn it over. We'll see what happens there. So, up, down, and let's see what happens. see what happens here. Okay, it's going through. I heard it crunching. Went through perfect. And there's our cross. That's really pretty. That's really pretty. And I should have run it through twice, it looks like. That's okay. You guys know if I had ran it through, it would have cut it completely. And I could probably get it if I could futz with it. That's just not necessary. Okay, moving on. Moving on. Let's see here. The purse is really cool. The purse is really cute. So let's do something with the purse. Okay, got our base plate up. And now I'm going to use my most favorite die. Right here, it's the only purple one that I have. And this was a very expensive die right here. And the one here is from, I do not remember where that one is from. I don't. What are we looking at here? 46 minutes. Alright. Okay. Oh, will this one fit on there? Oh, will it? Will it? Yeah, I think that'll do. Grab a piece of paper. And then I'll do the groovy. And then I will turn it into a part 2. Because I want to make sure that you guys understand about, after each video I make, there will be a prize up to win, okay? And all you got to do, I'm going to ask a question throughout every video, alright? And all you need to do is email me. You might want to get a pen. Okay, I will include this on my blog, the information though. You don't have to necessarily write it down right this second. But you're just going to want to answer my question and email it to Christy at ChristyLovesArt.com. And then what I will do is I will, so cute, I will put that in a random app generator, and I will also, oh, and that embosses that, and I will also be sharing the video of the app picking the winner, so everybody knows it's fair and fair, and I will be doing that until I get some people checking out my blog and what have you, and then I will probably get it going down to a different amount during the week. But I will at least be doing 3 giveaways a week, and they're not going to be crap, okay? For the first giveaway, I'm going to give away a designer series, Timeless Heart, by Spellbinders. And this is about a $21 value. And all you have to do is answer a question. If it's on YouTube, like, post a comment, email, and 3 times a week, I'm giving away a badass prize. You're bound to win eventually, right? Okay, so that is so darling. Oh, that is so darling. Okay, and I'm going to do one more, and that's going to put us at about 50 minutes, and then I will part 2 this. I will probably have probably 4 to 6 parts on the dies and going over them and through them. But I just think they're super fun to watch when you're in the mood to do that. Sometimes, you know, you're not in the mood to do that, and I understand that completely. So we're up and up. Uh-oh. See, that can bend. That can bend our very, either traveled very far or paid a lot of money for it. And I don't have money to just throw away, that's for sure. Wow, look at that. That's how much pressure this little mother sucker pumps out. And I knew that I was going to have to torment myself and go back to my other home and spend Christmas with my ma, and that's why I didn't bring. I think I've got an extra cutting plate here somewhere, but I don't know where it is. So, with that being said, I'm going to leave it at that. We'll continue with this part 2, and then I have some other embossing cutting dies in one that I'm going to go over. But how adorable. I mean, really. Just how adorable. And then, remember the flick. Just remember to flick. It usually works, but not on camera. Flick, flick, flick. See what I'm saying? Not on camera. Okay, so thanks for joining me, you guys. My first blog post, and kind of kicking things off, getting a feel for what needs to be done and how and that sort of thing. And so the question today, because I'm going to have to leave a question every video until it builds up a little, because you can enter either on my blog or YouTube. And I am mixed media chic on Twitter, and you can't enter that way, but I will be giving stuff away on Twitter as well. So check me out, and listen, it's going to get a lot more interesting, and I'm going to get better at doing stuff on camera, and I'm going to hopefully share some really cool tips with you. I'm not a teacher. I'm just a fellow creative person. So, okay, you guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. And remember, oh, the question. The question is, what is your most favorite color? Email Christy at ChristyLovesArt.com. And when I say what is my most favorite color, blue. No. My most favorite color is Persian blue. That's kind of what I'm looking for. Not that's what your favorite color is, but a little more detail. Because I get my ideas also from you guys, because you guys are so creative and so smart. So, alright, I'm going to enjoy my blizzard. You enjoy whatever day your weather is bringing you. Hopefully it's good. Merry Christmas to everybody, and I will be making another video very soon. Alright, talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye. Merry Christmas.